everybody. Thanks for watching and welcome to another heavy update. I want to get started right off the bat, again with our friend here, Kwame, and not to reiterate too many points, but let's just quickly go over the motions that so far he's made in court. First, he made a motion to reduce his $3,000 a month payment to $6 a month and piss the court off. The second motion he made was that he couldn't afford it, and that they went through his records and found all kinds of hanky-panky and all kinds of expenses where he has spent $625,000 over the last year. Among them were donations to the Nation of Islam and other not so real good investments based on his part. Especially, this is a guy who went to all the Christian pastors in Detroit, and when he was in trouble, that's where he ran and hid out, and they all backed him up, and come to find out he didn't give them a red cent, but he's giving the Nation of Islam money. Then he made a motion that he has to live like this because he has to maintain a lavish lifestyle to do his job, and of course the court laughed at that. Now he's made another motion that they want to remove Judge Groner from the case because Judge Groner is prejudiced to Kwame Kilpatrick. And of course Judge Groner said that's crap and we're going to continue on. Well, now they've actually appealed that. So we're going to find out real shortly here what exactly is going to go on with Kwame, whether they're going to reduce his bail to something a little bit more payable, or whether they're just going to throw him in the clink. So we'll just let justice take his course. Next on the docket, we got old Monica Conyers, which in about 2 hours here is going to be sentenced on her guilty plea that she pled for embezzling money and bribery charges for the Synagro technology contract. Remember, she's married to the U.S. Representative John Conyers, and he's another one that's got a pretty good shady past. I remember John Conyers in the latest thing with him was that when the in-man got shot down in Dearborn for shooting at FBI agents and for running guns and doing all kinds of Islamic stuff, he was the first guy to go and support him and said, "Oh, it sounds like it was too much to me," and blah, blah, blah. This guy's bad news. His wife is bad news. She's the one that told us all that we're the problem, as she was taking bribe money. Well, Monica, word on the street is that you're going away for at least 2.5 years. That's what I'm hearing, and some experts could predict up to 4 years depending on it right now. So, adios to this next bird here too. And don't forget, those feds keep coming, and they're going to be cleaning house. Alright, next up on the docket is U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow, better known as Stab You Now. She has lost total communication with her constituents, and she has basically run off on her own agenda, her and Harry Reid and their health care, shove it down your throat. Well, I sent old Debbie a letter from my heart and asked her why would she support a bill that basically gave free health care to anybody who walked into the United States. Well, why would you do that? Why would you make limits and cut doctors' salaries so that our services are going to get worse, not better? And she sent me a letter and said that she felt in her heart that it was a right for everybody in the United States to have health care, and that everybody should have it. But she don't really put together the part where it's all got to get paid for. Totally out of touch with what's going on financially. Another one who believes that we can just keep spending and spending and spending and borrowing from the Chinese, and it's never going to matter at all. Here's one. This is a quote from the Detroit News that on August 10th of 2009, so this was just a couple months ago actually, she said, quote, "Global warming creates volatility. I feel it when I'm flying. The storms are more volatile, and we're paying the price with more hurricanes and tornadoes." And as you know, everybody knows, this whole global warming thing has been all debunked by all the scientists, that actually there is no more hurricanes or tornadoes now than there ever was any other time. This is a broad who's trying to manipulate you. Say goodbye to her. Let's put someone in here who has some common sense, who actually speaks for their constituents. Alright, And on a lighter note, we just want to send congrats out to the Michigan State Spartans for a second consecutive Big Ten championship, and lots of luck into the Big Ten tournament and obviously into the big dance. A lot of good things happening, and as always, we always appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for that next Heavy Update.